So we're gonna just do a quick overview of the wireless stuff at the South Creek campus, just to give a quick overview of how it's wired and patched. So the audio configuration is patched right through here, and that should be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And if we were to go into our inputs tab, starting at vocal 1 through 3, vocal 1, vocal 2, vocal 3. And then if we move to the B layer, lav 1 is 15, 16. And the handheld is 14. So it's vocal 1 through 3 is 11 through 13. Handheld is 14, right? The handhelds are all in order. Then the two lavs. So 13, 14, 15. Wait a minute. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then Q1 is 17. So that's in order. So the handhelds, then the lavs, then the acoustic pack. That is also how it is racked. So vocal 1, 2, 3, handheld, lav 1, lav 2, Q. And if you look at the labeling, it's all labeled to reflect that. And so picking up where I left off, the audio assignments are, this is the hardware drum mix, and then these are mix 8 through 14 for the packs. 12 through 13 are stereo. 8 through 11 are mono. That was the simplest way for me to do it, so everything was more or less one-to-one. Mix 7 is patched to stage box output 1, and then the rest of these should be on the back of the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. Okay? And then that lands here. Mix 8 and 9, which if you can see it's labeled. 10 and 11, those are the 4 mono mixes. 12, 13, 14. Also to note, 14 is, I don't know if I can zoom in and see it, there's a little omnidirectional antenna hanging down. We've always had that for a while, or we've had it, I don't know. It's been like that for the last couple of years. And then we have the 3 panels, one there, one right there, and then one right there. So mix 14 is going over to that omni antenna. And then the rest of this, I'm not quite sure which one's going to what panel, but one of these panels is doing the rest of the in-ears, and then this splitter goes to these, and that splitter goes to these. These supply power to everything, except this guy, because this one's going to that omni antenna. This is not in this combiner. The in-ears use a combiner because they're transmitters, and then the microphone receivers use the splitters because the signal coming in, it's splitting the signal from the antennas to there. The combiner is combining this signal from these 4 units into this. So that's how that's set up. The in-ears, I did a fresh scan for everything, so everything should be on clear, clean frequencies. And I have not been getting any interference on anything with everything running, with everything off. It looks clean like that. That's lav 1. You see where it says RF is totally flat. So everything appears to be working and is clean. I walked around the room with the in-ear packs, turned all the way up with nothing, just complete silence going to them, and you heard a little bit of that static noise, just every once in a while, some sounds. But for the most part, it should be very usable because, you know, what I would suggest until we can update this to a stronger system would be just tell them to run their packs at like 3/4 volume. That way we're changing the signal to noise ratio, so we're lowering the noise floor essentially by sending more signal through them. That's if it's an issue. It should be light years better than what it has been the last few weeks at least. Microphones, I was running into some issues with it at first. But then I realized that I had all of the transmitters all next to each other, all the handhelds, the labs, everything was in a row right next to each other. When you do that, it causes crazy intermodulation or interference. I guess technically it's not intermodulation. It causes crazy interference. So, for instance, Lav 1 with the transmitter, with the pack off, was reading at probably about 12 dB. I think that's a dB scale, with it off, because it was picking up interference from the other transmitters. I moved them out throughout the room where they normally would be, like they wouldn't all be right next to each other, and this dropped down to where it is now. So if you run into an issue, just keep that in the back of your mind. Make sure you hadn't like turned them all on and they're all like sitting next to each other. This one, the in-ear packs are on band B2. I forget how they say it. It's like band B and then section 2 or something. And then all of the receivers are on band 1. This is 19. All these are on 19, whatever number they are. And then the wireless receivers are on the band 1. That's just how the scan picked up what frequencies were open. I have a hunch that it's all supposed to be on the same band, so it all plays nicely together, but I didn't really get that far into the research of this with the easy setup system. And everything seems to be playing correctly with each other now. So we'll try it like this and see where we get. I also went through all the in-ear packs and put the limiters on, -6. So hopefully that will protect their ears a little bit too. It won't blow their eardrums out if they pick up some interference. So, yeah, I think that's it.